What's up? It's Jimbo from Ready Check Pool, and I'm here with young, talented, mage maining Zach Zachi. What's up, man?
Okay, what's up, dude?
So we got a few things that we're going to be talking about today, like the fact that they're just taking bonus rolls away. We're going to be talking about a little bit of legendary stuff. You know, the upgrading pass got clarified. There's also some other things about BlizzCon, some weapon tokens that change the way the appearances look based on your covenants, and a whole bunch of other shit like class and covenant changes. Yeah, how you feeling about today, man? Today's podcast.
It's all good, dude. I don't know. I'm a little. It's kind of weird. We talked about it earlier, dude. I'm a little bit down in the dumps about Shadowlands. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a little bit down on it because they didn't pull the ripcord and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get myself back to where I was like a couple weeks ago, where I was like, "Yo, this expansion is gonna be lit. Everything's good. They're learning so much. They're listening to us." So I'm trying to get back to there, but it's I don't know if you guys have seen this new Mythic Plus affix that they have called Spiteful. But you're basically not allowed to play melee this week. So that's also there's Tyrannical and Grievous. So keys on beta are just not the way to go. So
that's a good way for them to take away testing for Mythic Plus, you know?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So it is what it is. I don't know. We're trying to get back to it. Maybe next week will be fun again. But yeah, dude, bunch of little changes they're going to. They're going toward tuning now. It seems like, they're like buffing stuff that people aren't playing, nerfing stuff. It's like the last minute changes. So we're getting close to, dude. It's only a month away. Oh,
yeah, it's like it's starting to get a little too close, like I'm starting to get that like I'm not ready like feeling, like when you're like about to go on stage and you feel like you just haven't practiced enough. You're about to go out to that football game and you could have done 2 or 3 more sit-ups. I don't know if I'm ready. It's like that type of feeling, like I could have done more, but we've been working, man. We've been working. So about the whole like the the you not feeling good about the Shadowlands real quick. It's like, is it kind of like, if me and you go to the movies and you look at me and you're like, oh, like you're definitely getting fat, but I know I can't talk about it because you won't understand that I'm just saying it because I want you to get skinny, but you're going to feel bad. Is it kind of like that?
That is not where I thought you were going with that. Yeah, kind of. I was thinking, okay. It's like you go to a movie with your friend and then you get out of the movie and like, he's like, "Yo, did you like the movie?" And you're like, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but like, it didn't blow my mind, but I'm still glad that I saw it. It's like, this wasn't a negative.
All right.
I went from this movie's about to be lit, about to be crazy good. It's about to be some Inception shit. And then we watched like, I don't know, Hunger Games.
But there's still hope, dude. There's still hope. You know why? Because the movie didn't come out yet. That was a pre-screening, brother. That was before. You gave their feedback. Now they're going to change everything and do it exactly the way that you want it.
Oh, sweet.
Wait.
All time.
True. All right. So what do you want to talk about first today? Do you want to go into like the some of the bonus rolls shit, or do you want to start with the classes?
Yeah.
What do you want to start with?
Bonus roll thing is big. So there's a big it's part of a big post they did. Like it's from Blizzard. I don't know who. It's just Blizzard in general, explaining their outlook on loot, I guess, for Shadowlands in general. The whole phrase of "let loot be loot," whatever that means. I think it just means like no Warforging, Titan forging shenanigans. It's just loot and now we know no bonus rolls. Bonus rolls are gone. They will not exist in Shadowlands, which is crazy.
Let's talk about that first. Like, how do you feel about just that? Because there was something fun about the casino, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. It was like I kind of liked that it was another way to target something that you wanted.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason I liked it, because it's like you kill 10 bosses, you have the same chance of getting stuff from every boss. But it's like, no, but if I kill Rodin, like I want to specifically kill Rodin and bonus roll him. It's like a pretty low chance to get anything. But
What do you think about Raden?
I don't know, dude. That's a hot topic one, dude. He had a bunch
Damn.
of loot. Everybody's tired of killing Rodin apparently. But yeah, I don't know. It fits with their. I'm not too bothered by it being gone. I mean, especially since it fits with their idea of like, yo, look, there's no Warforging or Titan Forging. We don't want you to be done gearing in a week. If you can just get all, you can just get every item, get your BIS list, and be done. We don't want that to happen in 2 weeks. Like we got to stretch this out a little bit. So we got to make it more rare. There's going to be less loot from Mythic Plus. We're not giving you more weekly items. It's like, so it's the same thing. It's another way for them to reduce or to make loot more rare, I guess. And, on accident, I guess, less targetable. You get what you get. It's not really tradable very often. So it just is you get what you get. RNG, and it'll take you a while to get your BIS list. So I don't know. It fits with that. It makes sense to me. But I think a lot of people are going to be kind of salty about bonus rolls going away. Although I've kind of heard the opposite, actually. Like I've heard people like hate bonus rolls. You heard anything like that?
Yeah. So I feel like for me, it's like I like going to the casino. Like I like that type of shit, right? I lose most of the time, like everybody, and then it gets exciting when you win. And that's kind of like the same thing as Titanfall. Like I am glad. So I'm totally glad in a competitive environment, this is gone. Right. I don't like when someone has a chance to have better luck than me. I don't like that at all. So 100% I'm with this change being gone. It doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the bonus rolls, right? I definitely enjoyed bonus rolls. I definitely enjoyed when I got the correct legendary in Legion, right? Like I definitely enjoyed when I got the Titan Forge, BFA, whatever, in before that too. Like I enjoyed those type of things. So it was fun to me to like have the token. You go in, it's the boss that you want, you select it, you get it, and then holy fuck, it got a gem and a Titan Forge. I don't are you kidding me? And so it's like that type of thing is like, it's such a good feeling, but it's so not a competitive thing, right? Like you can't have luck and then try to make the game balanced and be competitive. Like you have to go one way or the other. And I would so much rather them go in this direction with no bonus roll, no Titan Forge, whatever, allow you to be done, get to play more of the game on different characters and specs and things like that. So I am totally fine with this, but I'm going to miss it. I did like that aspect. I did like that on Tuesday. I liked it when you had 3 bonus rolls, right? But I did like that on Tuesday you get your bonus rolls. That's 2 extra chances that you got at shit that you want, but potentially you might not even need them. So it might be a little bit whatever. But I thought why can't they just have 1 bonus roll? And maybe it's not like, maybe it's only usable in fucking Mythic Plus or Raid or whatever they feel. But it would have been fun. That would have been fun. But yeah, ultimately this is the better choice competitively. And so I'm always cool with that, right? I'm always cool with them taking a stance one way or the other. That's why I was completely shocked when I did a quest and it fucking upgraded. I was like, what? This is not... They're taking all this shit away, but they not this one, I guess, which is fine because it's quest item, right? It's fucking dog shit, but
yeah, it just turns from blue to purple or something. It's like doesn't actually matter that much.
Yeah. You don't actually use that at the end, right? But it was just I was just like taken back. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, speaking of not expecting it, I didn't know that bonus rolls have been in the game since Mists. Like they've been in the game for a minute.
I didn't know that.
I thought they were. I don't know why.
Was it one bonus roll or did they always have the multi?
Since 5.0, dude. Jesus. I don't know. I think it's been multiple for a while, but bro, this is almost like a staple feature at this point, dude. Jesus.
Something different is that maybe people aren't thinking about is that was a huge money sink. That was like a huge either money sink or some other currency sink that like. Bro, I think throughout BFA, that must have been fucking 100,000 gold, like throughout the whole thing, right? Like, that's not
Woo!
nothing.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's not nothing.
so
But this actually just made me think about how dude, I literally didn't think about it till now. Imagine like in VFA and Legion, I guess they could like Blizzard literally could have given you like 600 bonus rolls, and it really wouldn't have changed how fast you geared up
and they
because
only
of
gave you
like
2.
because of the likelihood of you getting a high Titan Forge thing. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chance is just so astronomically low of you getting like an actual Abyss item. Even if
Yeah.
you had 6 mil, like you could have a ridiculous number of bonus rolls every week, and like you would still be on the grind for the
Bro,
entire expansion. You
speaking
know what
of
I mean? Like,
that,
it's kind of
listen,
crazy.
bonus rolls. First off, it's 100% true that bonus rolling AP had to be the worst feeling in the game, right? I'd rather bonus roll nothing.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But with that whole like Warforged, Titan Forge,
Well,
bonus roll shenanigans, getting gems and all that other shit from luck. Speaking of that though, when you're going through and you're like how do I explain this? So I don't know how to say this like the right way.
I don't know what you're saying, dude.
Give me a second.
Okay,
so when I wanted to finish my character, right? I wanted my character to be done. I would go and I would always, target the certain dungeons, the certain bosses, whatever. I'd use my bonus rolls on whatever I wanted. But most of the time, even if I got a 5 Warforged or a 10 Warforged, right? It's 10 is Warforged still. Yeah. I wasn't happy. So you had to get an insane Titan Forge to actually be done. And then you still weren't done because you needed to get lucky with a socket as well. So it's like, it was so stacked. So you had to get lucky to get the item with the bonus roll. First off, you had to get unlucky to not get the item, period. Then bonus roll. Plus you had the bonus roll. You never got your item. You literally never got your item. So I think this is good. Fuck this. When I kill a boss, I think it's better for the game that if I kill a boss, I get the loot or I don't get the loot. I try again until I get the loot and then I'm fucking done. I think this is great. I think this is really good. I just hope that I hope that there's some type of randomness somewhere that kind of gives me that little casino feel in it's the same thing as transmog farming and shit. Maybe I'll just start taking up that,
Yeah. Well, that's like because something I guess we'll talk about in a little bit, but sockets are still a thing. They're still just a random ass thing. So I think tertiary stats like leech and speed are still there. So more minor things.
There is an offset for sockets though.
Yeah, exactly.
With the moss
sockets
stuff.
Sockets are kind of random. So that's still kind of there. But yeah, you can put what is it? I don't remember what they called it, but it's kind of like how it is in BFA now, where you can work towards getting a guaranteed socket on an item you already have, that's kind of cool, I guess. But it might force you to go into the mall, and that might not be good. So we'll see how that works out. But
I do apologize to everyone right now. I am hype as fuck. I don't know why. So I'm like half yelling, but whatever. Like this is what it is right now.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So go ahead.
And I was gonna say another thing interesting about this post. No bonus rolls. It fits with what they're trying to do. Let loot be loot.
First off, they just gave us that out of a whim, dude. Like there was no like it was just it was like, as you know, there's no bonus rolls. It's like
exactly
what?
Like we already knew, yeah. But something I found interesting, they kind of detailed how I guess Wowhead did it. Anyway, Blizzard equated saying like PvP, Mythic Plus, and rating are like the 3 end game things in the game, obviously. So they said like, you should be able to get gear from each thing, just work up in that individual thing to get to the top of that individual thing if you want, but there should also be crossover, which we've kind of been saying. And then they equated, so for like item level 213, some random number, that's the item level for doing challenger level PvP, whatever that means. Heroic rating.
You're so dumb.
Challenger level PvP, whatever rating that is, I should say. Heroic rating and a +7 Mythic plus. They're equating those things. So they're saying heroic rating is on the same level as a +7?
Yeah, I guess
That
so.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you kind of step back a little bit and don't kind of don't think of it from our aspect of playing the game. If you step back, and people who complete 7s throughout throughout that tier will be able to, in however long Blizzard deems reasonable, will be able to kill the last boss in heroic.
Okay. Well, the last boss gives higher loot in heroic.
Got him. But that's the whole idea, right? Is
Wait, but this is also only in the weekly vault, so it's not even like in the +7. It's like just you do a +7, you get the same item level from the weekly vault as you did from challenger level PvP. What does that mean, challenger level PvP?
Challenger level is a rating.
How, like, what is it? Is that, I have no idea.
Challenger level. Let's look it up because let's see. Sure. Rating PvP. 1400 to 1600. So basically,
wait,
it's not. It's 16 to 18. 16 to 18.
Okay.
16 to 18. Right. Yeah.
Okay,
so
yeah.
it's basically
Challenger means something else in my head. Okay.
Yeah. So combatant, you can lose all the way up to 1600, right? So challenger is like when you just started winning some games.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, I just thought it was interesting that they equated those things. I feel like they haven't ever really. I mean, it's been kind of implicit.
It totally makes sense though, right? Because like you're killing a couple bosses in heroic raid, so you're getting that out of the chest. You do some mythic plus, a little +7s, so you get that same level, whatever. And it seems like the same skill level for challenger. If you're not really pushing, then 1800 is a good rating to get. Right. And so yeah, I think this makes sense. These three, yeah.
Yeah, this is like probably the vast majority of players, I would assume.
Yeah, if they're using that, yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, with that, there's as we kind of discovered, a week or two ago, rating still has like an implicit higher item level reward. With the last 2 bosses of the raid give 7 item levels higher than the rest of the raid. So you can do the highest PvP, the highest mythic plus in the game, but you still cannot get a piece better than the last 2 like mythic bosses. You know what I mean? Which I think that's kind of interesting, because like they're just giving mythic rating at the highest level, or at the highest level, they're still giving that like an implicit advantage.
I also think that's fair, prestige. Right?
I like it a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that there's anyone who thinks that. Well, no, I don't know what the PvP correlation is. So maybe at the top rating of PvP, you would get the equal amount of gear. I'm not sure about that, so I can't really speak on that. But for Mythic Plus, like, there is nothing harder in the fucking game. You try to tell me that doing a plus whatever someone does is harder than Argus on Mythic. It's not even fucking close, right? Like, I don't care how hard you're doing your dungeon, like, it is insane. Anyways, I
depends when you're doing it. Yeah,
it's just like there's a difficulty difference, and I think that it should be rewarded the way that the difficulties are. And I also think that it's super cool that they're making the cash be mythic quality loot out of the chest of doing a 15. I think that's great. And I think that matches too, because like, think about it like this. Let's say it takes you fucking 3 months to do a tier. I don't know, 2 months, whatever it is, but let's say 3 months. That's what, 12 weeks? So 12 weeks of 226 pieces. That's mythic. You know what? So it does add up. And I think I think all this shit is pretty smart. I think it's good.
Yeah, this like weekly vault is just, I don't know if it's perfect, but like, damn, dude, they kind of nailed it.
It's a good one. Yeah, they definitely did a good one. We got to hold on. I'm making a list of all
together.
the nice things you say and all the bad things. So just kidding.
Let the record show.
He
I said
likes
something was good.
the vault. The Great Vault
You know what?
is great.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, there are a lot of things like that in Shadowlands. I've been saying it, but I keep losing sight on it, you know, like they're doing a lot of cool stuff. That makes a lot of sense. There's no Titan forging. Bro, there's no Titan forging, bro.
What is the item level difference right now? Hey.
Huh?
From doing right now in BFA, when you were like done with, see, I can't even fucking remember. It's probably a stupid question, but was it a 20 item level difference between like starting Nyalotha and finishing Nyalotha? Was that 20 item levels?
Oh, I have no idea. Actually,
because I wonder what the item level squish or the level squish, whatever. I wonder what that does for how many item levels you are between tiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the power creep might be less.
Yeah, I kind of wonder.
They're on a, what is it? Usually it's like 15 between the raids. Now it's 7? No, it's 13. So yeah, they're on like a little bit less of a power creep. It's gonna be weird being on not like 15 item level increments anymore.
Yeah,
you're gonna get a 213 piece and be like, huh?
What? Yeah, that is so strange.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I got a item level 187 popping caps and cops. You know, 187. It's like such a what the like, 187 on the motherfucking cop. You don't know? Damn.
What? You lost me, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter, but it's just like kind of funny because we've had. I think in WoD they had like random like Warforgings were like +7s and random numbers like that. So it's been a while since we've had, awkward number item levels. But it is what it is. But yeah, dude. That post that was kind of some big stuff out of nowhere. It is pretty funny. They were like, yeah, like you said, as you know, bonus rolls aren't there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. He's like, all right, listen, guys, we're gonna take a step back so we can explain this loot thing. You guys are going crazy, and of course, bonus rolls no longer exist as usual. But it's like, wait a second, that's like them just coming out with like, obviously, like the covenant abilities are now used freely, and we want to. It's like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, they imagine like being in their position. You just have to like assume literally everything is data mined. Like, yeah,
true.
Yeah, you can basically just assume. They don't even have to do like news releases. Just let Wowhead make their own news posts, dude. Like we don't have to say anything. They just put it all together anyway. Screw it.
I wonder if Blizzard actually likes Wowhead or if they don't like them. Like likes the fact that as soon as anything happens in the game, it's on Wowhead. I wonder if they like that or if they hate that.
I don't know, actually. It gets into like an age-old argument, of like, would the game be better without the internet, kind of, without like knowing everything.
Spoilers?
Would it be better without people like us?
Fuck. Hey, my cry worked.
Yeah, mine too, dude. I don't know. You got to do a low pitched cry. Anyway, but
it's a fire truck backing up.
On a similar note, dude, to raid loot, dude. The weapons. You know how we found out like the weapons from the raid. Like weapons aren't gonna
love it. Directly. Yeah, love that system. Love it.
So like instead of weapons,
I thought it was weapons in something else. Wasn't it weapons in something else?
No, it's just
they are tokens.
Like, it's just weapons. Yeah. So like weapons and offhands or whatever, but weapons aren't gonna drop from the raid. It's gonna be tokens that are like split between classes, kind of like how tier tokens were, but I think they have different splits. So like a token is going to drop for you and you have to take it to your covenant, whatever you are locked into, and you get the item from like a vendor in your covenant. And so like if you're you're a ret paladin, you get a weapon token, You take it to your guy, your Kyrian guy. He gives you like a Kyrian two-hander. You know, it looks like some
It's all
Kyrian,
blue with wings and shit.
yeah, all fancy Kyrian style. But it's the exact same like weapon, like stats wise, as the Venthyr version. As like the Venthyr Ret Paladin took his weapon token back, he got a Venthyr looking weapon, but they're the same stats, like they're the same power. So, long story short, the weapon tokens from the raid are all going to have different appearances based on your covenant, which is kind of cool.
What the fuck just happened?
Did I touch my mic?
Damn, you know RTX, no RTX.
Yeah, no.
All right, I got a couple questions for you because I don't really know any of these answers, so I'm gonna ask you. When you get the token, I know you do. When you get the token, you told me. When you get the token for the weapon, is it the same skin as like every mace you get or every spear you get, or is every single weapon gonna be different? So that's what. So like, if you get a one-hander from the token from the boss, it's a little one-hander, whatever, for healers, and then there's a one-hander that's a damage one. Are they the same looking, or are they gonna be like? Because then you're gonna look like everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is gonna be like everybody has the same. I mean, I know like. I don't know actually. Yeah, or like you're saying basically like a caster sword is gonna look different than a
better example would be like a staff, right? So like if I'm a fucking guardian druid and there's a staff that drops that I want it to use, whatever, is that the same looking staff as if I'm a caster, like a mage grabbing the staff from Kyrian?
I don't know actually. I guess we'll find out.
That would kind of suck. But I don't think it would be.
Even if it's actually different, it probably looks pretty similar. You know, like they can't go too crazy with they have a specific art style that they're trying to fit. So like a pole arm and a staff are probably gonna look pretty
and I
similar,
love the implications of this for the next tier and the tier after that. Like you can just collect all of this fucking shit from your covenant that puts you right in there, and then that way you have it forever, and you were always a Venthyr, always fucking Maldraxxus. I love that. Like you got the whole collection. You're like, I didn't switch. They balanced the shit out of this.
This might be kind of weird for like like transmog collecting purposes. Like you'll have to get a weapon token for every covenant to collect the appearances. That might get toward the end of the expansion or whatever. That might get kind of messy.
Oh, right.
I mean, I don't know why anybody would ever change their covenant, but
yet another reason why you need to main all four of the same spec.
True.
All four covenants.
Oh my. And then I don't want to think about it. The game's gonna be good.
Yeah, there's probably going to be like different skins for intellect and agility, like daggers or staffs. That's what someone was just saying. All right, yeah.
Yeah, you would think, right? Yeah, makes sense to me.
All right, so that is that. Do you want to talk about? Because I don't know shit about this either. Goddamn, all I know about is class upgrades, covenants, and Dreamhaven. Anyway, so do you want to talk about the legendaries being upgraded?
Oh yeah. So they kind of. I don't know. I think it was like just another like data mine.
It's the same as the gems, right?
The gems?
Or is it different? You know, how you get gems in the mall? Just sockets.
What?
You know, in the mall, is it like the mall where you go in the mall, you fight whatever, and then you get rewards from the vendor where you can get a socket? Is that how it is?
I don't know. But what this is like, you know how you got to do Torghast for your legendary dust?
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta get 100 Torghast dust chalk, whatever people are gonna call it, to be able to make your legendary. You get like 100 of it. You can make like the base version of the legendary. Works great, gives you the power, but it's like the base item level. Over time, you'll be able to, through like crafting and stuff. It's like probably going to be gated. You'll be able to upgrade the item level of the legendary. I don't think it changes the power of it. It just like gives you more stats because it's a higher item level. You'll be able to upgrade the item level of the same legendary over time, and that costs more Torghast stuff. But basically, they just clarified that like if you make the first level and then you level it up over time to like level 4 legendary, it's gonna cost the same amount of Torghast dust as if you just made a level 4 straight out. So like you can skip the whole, when it's like 2 months into the expansion, you can just make a level 4, but it's gonna cost you the same amount of Torghast dust as if you leveled it up over time. So it's basically just like almost like a catch up.
Oh, this is like so confusing because
it's a little weird, but it's going to cost you more gold. Basically, that's the gist of this whole post that Wowhead made about clarifying it. So you're not gonna like set yourself behind making a low item level legendary. It all makes sense. It works perfectly. It's hard to explain, but like you're gonna start out with low item level legendaries, and you're gonna over time you're gonna build up the ones that you like. Just the item level. It's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah, because I'm starting to really. Oh, there's 3. I'm starting to really, really get like weirded out by like how many collection token currency things there are, because now you have that, which is make your legendaries great again. And then there's the gems that you get from doing moss shit. Right. And then the conduits get upgraded. But the way they were talking about the conduits had me real fucking weirded out. Like, I think it's great, but I think it's so sloppy. Right. They had the conduits. The way you upgrade the conduits is you upgrade the lowest one. So you can't target them.
So
what is that shit?
There's a lot of speculation going on with that, because that item just got data mined basically. I don't know. There's a lot of context with this item, but an item got data mined that it's from the vendor in the mall. So you got to do mall stuff to get it. It's the same place that you get the guaranteed socket. It's an item that how does it work? It's like it either upgrades, up ranks a conduit that you already have, or it gives you a conduit that you don't have.
Yep.
But
it starts off. So what the assumption is that you have this item and it gives you, it makes sure that you have all your conduits. It makes sure that you have all your conduits. So it's like, oh, he's missing one. All right, now you got the last one. And then it's like, all right, well, I want to upgrade. So it's like, all right, we're going to upgrade one random one, then the next one, then the next one, until the last one's not random. It's the last one. And then it's going to upgrade the next one. So it's like always going to do all of them. So so they're trying to avoid people farming their ass off to try to get conduits to be their conduits to be higher level. They don't want people doing that, and that's what people are assuming.
I think the speculation, or maybe the misunderstanding, or Blizzard hasn't told us anything, so we're just all assuming. I don't think that is the only way to uprank your conduits. I think that's like a catch-up system kind of thing. It's like,
okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm pretty sure, because it's so like that item is so weird. Like it just doesn't seem right.
But we haven't seen any other way to upgrade, right? There's like literally no other way.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, by the way, there's 14 ranks. Every single conduit has 1 billion ranks, and I
don't even know how ranks are gonna work. There's some items that are like does massive damage to this thing, and then you're like, yeah, but if you rank that up, like, what do you mean?
What do you mean, dude? My ice lance does 50% more damage. What?
Yeah. Or it's
my class gonna be?
Makes it so your repair is less, or I don't know, just sounds stupid. It's like, wait, so now it's my repair is less, or it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what it's gonna do. It's random shit, dude.
It's a month until the expansion comes out, and we still don't know how to upgrade our conduits.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
They haven't told. They just say you can, but we don't know how. And then this item comes out of nowhere that just does it at random. Like, why would it be random? I don't want to upgrade my conduit that I don't ever use, man. And it's like, you can't upgrade the one you want. It's the one that you don't want gets upgraded, like guaranteed the one that you don't want.
Yeah, it's like you're a tank, dude, and it's like, all right, your regrowth while in tree form is increased by 2%. Wait, that's not helping me at all.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a little funky, but
I guess
legendary
we're just gonna
system's
have to
looking good at least.
wait and see.
Yeah, we got plenty of time, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work because yeah, some of the like, so a lot of the conduits in the game are either weak, like most of the conduits in the game are weak, like they don't actually increase your DPS that much, or they're boring, where it's just like Blizzard does more damn, you know.
Yeah.
But and that is what it is. Like it increases your damage, but it doesn't change how you play. But like it's Blizzard does 5% more damn, scales up to I don't know what it is, but if it's like 20%, all of a sudden it's like okay, shit, like maybe I play a different build now. Like my Blizzard's doing all my damn. It's like when they rank up to 14 times, it's like this is gonna get interesting, dude. Because some of them
Oh, it
like increase your
says it
damage a
right
lot.
now. No,
What?
the Wowhead calculator says it now.
Oh, they got the ranks in there.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how if it's like time gated, maybe it's like renown with your covenant gated or something. Like you upgrade them through your covenant, and that's like that has a weekly hard cap, right? So like they'll be able to make it happen over time. Maybe that's like maybe conduit ranks are like the nerf, like the passive nerf to the content. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like
What they did with
like
like
reorigination
yes.
array and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, corruption, is like a
That's
eventual
yep.
maybe that's it. Maybe you just like
All right, so
unlock
check this, bro.
ranks. I
Blizzard
don't know.
goes from 5% to 25% at rank
Jesus,
15.
bro. And then
What?
that's like not even that's a pretty benign one. I think there's an ice lance damage one. I
Yeah,
don't even
Ice Lance
it starts
damage
at 10%.
of Ice Lance is against frozen enemies by 10%, all the way to 50.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You said 50
Bro.
trolling. You literally
Oh, I'm
said 50
joking.
trolling. That is so
Oh my
that's so
God.
funny.
You're already playing an
Holy
ice lance build, man. Yo,
that
and
is gonna murder. Oh my
what
god.
what's also interesting to me is that like I think Frosty K was one that I noticed falls into this category a lot. So Frosty K, when you don't have any conduits, you have some build options, right? Like you can play Frost Scythe and AoE and like Glacial Advance. Like you can play some different abilities. But the conduits that you get, they all up what's the word? They all improve like Obliterate and Frost Strike. But like if you take Frost Scythe, you're not really pressing Obliterate. If you take Glacial Advance, you're not really pressing Frost Strike. So it's like, well, I'm not going to take these extra abilities if my conduits don't. You know what I mean? Like, I want to buff the abilities that I use, not the ones that I'm going to stop using. So over time, it's going to make certain builds like totally irrelevant. Your Obliterate is buffed by 30%. You're never taking Frost Scythe. You see what I'm saying? Unless they make it like buff both, and then that gets into weird territory. So this system's gonna be real interesting to see how like things play out over time. Like right at the beginning, it might
What
not be that big of a
if
deal, but it might
you
get pretty
know
funky.
actually that you did a little guessy jokey thing there with saying maybe it buffs all of them, but that would be the easiest fucking solution is you just got the next rank of all of your conduits.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that'd be
saying?
cool. But
Like,
like,
everything is rank 2, everything is rank 3. Because,
but
bro, there's fucking 15. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
it's a
7, 8, 9,
lot.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 of them. 15 times 15. How are you going to get any of them?
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. But what I mean is like, well, even Frost Mage is a good example, right? So like, if you have that crazy Ice Lance one, at 10%, it is what it is. That's actually a lot of damage, but like 10% is 10%. Maybe you can still play Glacial Spike, But when it starts getting to 50%, it's like, dude,
Yeah, there's
why I
no,
can't.
yeah.
You can't play Glacial Spike if your Ice Lance is buffed by 50%, man. You have to play the Ice Lance build. So it's like these conduits, unless they're gonna come out with more, maybe they come out with more, maybe they make them work with like that buffs Ice Lance or Glacial Spike, like they do some stuff like that. But I don't know how this is gonna be real. This is like one of the more interesting things to me with the expansion is like seeing how conduits are gonna evolve, like your spec. It's almost like I don't know, like new builds are just gonna come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, I don't know. I I can't. It's hard to think of examples. Like all of a sudden, your Phoenix Flames does 4 billion damage. You're like, oh, okay, now I play Phoenix Flames build. I don't know. It's gonna be that's a
Pyroblast
real
damage
interesting one.
increased by 20% at the end. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's no joke, dude.
Frozen
'Cause then
orb damage increased by 40%.
Dude, what?
What?
Yeah, but I think it starts out at like 10 or 10. Which is
Yeah.
like only a little bit, but dude,
There's nothing equal to that for fire or arcane. Like, how is that even? Come on, man. Whoa. That is just all right. Anyways,
toward the end, you know, when we start ranking those up, dude, the game might look totally different.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know how that's gonna play out. Could be pretty wild. And maybe like,
all right.
dude, there's just a lot going on with that whole system. Conduits are gonna be wild. And oh, also, wait, what was our hashtag?
Hashtag make conduits speckable.
Make conduits change with spec. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know. We need
hashtag make condoms break up. Wait.
That's not it, dude. Dude, pull the ripcord was such a good hashtag, man. It just ruins every other hashtag. But dude, they really need to make conduits change with your spec, man. That is it. That is priority number 1 with Shadowlands. Since they're not pulling the ripcord,
yeah, it's a big deal.
This is what they need to do for sure. There's like a billion other things they need to fix, but like this is it. This is the big one. If you want to be able to play other specs, man, they gotta do this. They didn't do it with Azerite traits, and we all saw how that turned out. You just weren't allowed to play your other specs sometimes, and that's not good. Jeff, that's gonna be dope. That's my next crusade, dude. That's my next let the record show.
That's our next let the record show. Yeah. Yeah, it's anything. Yeah, if they make us, if they let us play, it'll be a great expansion. That's gonna be the final one. If it launches.
Yeah. All right, fine. If you won't give me that one, what about this one? Please.
Yeah, just anything.
So yeah, you think that's like the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, that's less of a deal than the Covenant shit. Obviously, it's just the because you do have the 3 options, whatever. But it's just an annoyance. So I'm not gonna go as far as to say, you know, it's definitely worth the hashtag. It's not worth this game will be great or not because of it, you know.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that actually, you just saying that actually just reminded me. You remember how they listened to our podcast before and they made it so every soulbind has 3 potency conduits?
Yeah.
And we said that, and then they did it. But they kind of had it set up like one of them's a DPS soulbind, one of them's a tank one, and one of them's a healer soulbind. They kind of had it set up weird like that.
Yeah.
It's still like that, believe it or not. So it's like it's still set up like that. So like with Kyrian, I actually like went through and detailed all this out in a notepad because I'm a nerd. But like if you take Pelagos or however you say, if you take the first one, there's like the 3 potency conduits, which they all have, but then there's like 2 other DPS ones that are like part of Pelagos. So it's like you have 5 potency conduits basically. But if you go to the next one, Clea, everything, literally every ability in her tree is like, I think she's the healing one. So everything heals you except for the 3 potency conduits. So you have a guy that has 5 potency conduits. This one has 3, and then you go to the next one, which is like the tank one, and he only has 3. Everything else is defensive. So it's like still there's a DPS one. You know what I mean? Like if you're a DPS and you play Kyrian, you are never gonna play anything other than Pelagos.
Wait, why? No, but why? No, why do you say that?
Because I did the math. There's even like Sims out showing it too. But like,
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at every soulbind has 3. Every soulbind's gonna have 3 potency conduits.
Yeah, I see that.
That's big. But Pelagos has 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. One of them gives you 5% versatility all the time, which is damage, and one gives you
Yep.
5% mastery, like most of the time, which is damage. The other
Okay,
ones
yeah.
don't have those. They don't give
All
you
right,
any
so
extra damage on top of the potency conduits.
no. They well, I guess I mean I think this is a good middle ground, right? Because they do have soulbind abilities that do damage, right? Where Pelagos
Nope.
doesn't. Yes, they do. Like this one right
Nope.
here from the second one, Clea. Your damaging spells and abilities have a chance to decrease your target's movement speed by 30%.
Wait. How much damage does that do in a raid?
Hey, if you can hit them for longer, it's a damage
Hello?
increase.
No, what? That doesn't increase your sim DPS.
There's another one. Critical strike is increased by 1% for every nearby enemy or ally up to 5%.
Yeah, that one is good, but is that one that you have to choose between that or a potency conduit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't get both. You have to choose between them.
Oh, so you're only saying the top one or the bottom one? The top and the bottom ones. Okay.
I'm just saying if you can get more than like everything, every soul bind, you can get 3 potencies. Some
but I
of
think
them
that's fine.
I'm saying that's good. They all have 3 potencies, but on top of that, some of them give you damage on top. They're still made that way, which is like, I don't really care about it. Like, I'm fine with always being Pelagos if I'm Kyrian. Literally every single DPS you ever see that's Kyrian is gonna be with Pelagos. Period. By design. Like they made it like that, like unless they're like PvPing or something, or they need like some weird cheat death thing. So
you got to look at this.
It's just something I noticed. It is what it is. Yeah, slow raid bosses exactly.
Yeah, that was a total fumble.
I don't know where that came from.
I seen damage and I was like, oh, there's one. Anyway, so check it. I think that's fine because of the fact that like if you are gonna choose one for damage tanking, whatever, the problem was right because potency is that only damage even for tanks? Like I don't know if that's true.
I don't know how it works for tanks
or healers, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well,
yeah,
you don't probably know that.
Different.
Because like all we cared about is that potency made you more effective, right? So like if you're a healer, you did more healing. If you're a tank, you either did more damage or you took less damage, right? Like having it so that all of them all do all damage, that's not something that I'm interested in as a tank or a healer. I just wanted to make sure that I could use my best conduits, and the best conduits are fucking always the potency ones. That's what I care about.
I'm just saying,
as a tank and healer.
My point is, if you're a DPS player, if you're a mage and you're raiding, you will not pick another soulbind other than Pelagos. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
That's to me, that's fine. I'm saying, I don't care. Like I'm fine with every single Kyrian character I ever have.
Are people bothered by that?
Well, it like defeats the purpose of having options if you don't ever pick the other options, you know. But I mean, it is what it is. Like maybe they're fine.
Okay, you're saying specifically for 3 DPS classes. 3 spec DPS classes.
No, like just if for my Windwalker, if I'm Kyrian, it will be Pelagos.
But which is fine. You're saying the problem happens when you have the other when you have the other 2, right? Because the other 2 are for healers and tanks, but you're saying for a Frost Mage, that's pretty fucking rip.
For a Windwalker, dude. Like for a I will never play the other soulbinds on my Windwalker.
No, but why is that a problem though? If you found one that's good that fits you.
Because it's like the illusion of choice kind of thing. Like the whole point of them all having 3 potency conduits was like so that maybe I'll choose one of the 3 if I'm a Windwalker, but you won't. You will always choose Pelagos. It's like they still didn't get there. But I mean, you're saying like, okay, it's fine. Like for your other specs, you'll use those. But still, if you're a Brewmaster, you're probably still going to use Pelagos because it does more damage. You know, because tanks aren't actually tanks. They're just DPS that have to.
Not anymore, bro. Have you played a tank recently? They get pooped on.
They do get. They're gonna need roasted.
2 of these Forge Light Prime. I'm gonna murder them. I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah, they're gonna need 2 of those dudes.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. It's just something I noticed. It's just looking at saw like people posting sims, and I was like, wait, why is Pelagos at the top of every spec? Like, what's going on here? And looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay, wow, that's crazy. It's kind of a mixture for like the other covenants. Like usually there's a DPS ones, but sometimes there's like a weird mix of like team stuff. You know, like it doesn't increase your damage as much, but it increases your group. So it's like might still be worth taking in Mythic Plus or something. So there is some. It's more likely that you'll play one of the other soulbinds, but it's still not not close for a lot of them. I don't know. I'm cool with it, but it's just something I noticed.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought, yeah, they did the Philly fake out for me, dude. You know, like you first at first glance, you're like, you know, three potencies means they all have the damage shit, and I thought it was gonna be. I thought what you were gonna say the Philly fake out was that none of the other soulbind abilities are damaged ones, and which you did say a little bit, but it's like that's a fine little thing, right? Because we care more about potencies than soulbind abilities. But if the top of the chart and the bottom of the chart also aren't yeah, then you're just missing out on two potentially.
Yep,
it's a tough one.
Basically, Pelagos has 5 potencies, and the others have 3. It's like, wait, why would I play the other 2? So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out too. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with this kind of stuff. I'm not sure they're aware of that kind of thing, or if they're cool with it, or what. But it also means like that just further goes with the conduits need to change with your spec thing, you know? Because like if you're a mage, you don't want to have like your arcane spec has to use the tank soulbind. You know, your arcane spec is just worse because you can't use the actual DPS one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it'd be nice if like all 3 of my specs could use Pelagos because it's just the best one for all of them.
Yeah.
Right now, you can't. So
this is the best comment. Pick one, anyone, as long as it's this specific one. That's great.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, so I'm in. Hold on.
Me. Oh, I just read this
okay,
thing.
Go ahead.
Another thing, dude, with the soulbinds that you probably saw already. Some people have been talking about it. The way you progress, like when the expansion comes out, you don't have your full soulbind unlocked, right? Like you only have like the first trait or whatever. And it's hard capped every week how much you can progress down your soulbind, like how you unlock each tier, I guess, each slot. So, and some soulbinds get their potency conduits before others. So like in some soulbinds, it'll be like potency conduit is on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th tier. So like you can have 3 potency conduits in week 4, or I don't know how it's gonna work out, but like you can get it early. But some soulbinds, the potency conduit is like literally the last tier. So you want that soulbind won't be as good until like week 8. So there's like a weird like race to the potency conduit thing going on. I don't know if did that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at them and they all look like they're the same.
No, like so okay, I guess I'd have to show you an example, but like some of them you'll long story short, some soulbinds you'll get the potency conduits early, and some you'll get them like the last one you'll get late. Like you'll get a few weeks later. So like that soulbind will just be inherently weaker than the other ones because you get it later. Like early on, you'll want to play.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
And then it might change over time because your actually BIS one isn't good at first. So it's like such a string. Like over time, your soulbind BIS option is going to change.
Yeah. So for Night Fae, you get it on Naya or whatever. You get the potency one first, and then you get it for Renown 16 and then Renown 24 rather than the Venthyr, which is Renown 31. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, and it's even like within the same soulbind, it's different. So it's like, or within the same covenant. Yeah, the 3 options.
Yeah.
Those are even different. So it's like,
yeah, but we're never using anything other than damage. So
yeah, but
yeah, no, that's a weird thing.
But might be more damage at first. It's gonna be weird, dude.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, you're literally just gonna be you're literally gonna be done with all that by the time you're mythic rating, anyways, right?
No, it's slow, dude. Like renown, it's hard. It's hard capped. So we don't actually know how fast it's gonna be. Maybe
Bro,
you get
if it's a level a week, it's gonna take 31 weeks. What?
I don't know what it's gonna be, but I mean, that's what it is. It's hard capped. Like it's gonna take time to like unlock your soulbind. You know,
Maybe they want this shit to
there's
last
stuff
the
going
whole
on.
fucking expansion, and then we're talking about nothing. Then nothing matters. Whatever we just said
Yeah,
about
yeah.
soul mines, nothing matters.
Yeah, who knows? But that man, this just makes me think. I want to make a video about this, but like simming is gonna be a mess. This
Oh yeah.
this expansion, bro. Like your stuff is gonna change every week, whether you got gear or not. Because like maybe your conduits went up, maybe your soulbind unlocked a new thing. Like maybe you should change covenants because the other soulbind and the other covenant got a new. Dude, it's gonna be a mess. No wonder they don't want to unlock the covenants. Like, because I mean, well, actually, you can change covenants every week. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, if you do the
You
last
can
day.
no, it doesn't matter. Like you can change your covenant literally every week. We don't know how like the catch up systems are gonna be if you have to reprogress through a new one and stuff like that. But like actually every week you can change your covenant, which is like crazy to me.
I don't think anyone's gonna do that though.
I don't know. It's just like it kind of defeats the, like they're supposed to lock you in, But if you can change
I
every week,
wish that
kind of like
honestly, I wish it was like that's I'm saying it. I'm going back on that. I think this is fucking perfect. That's what I'm gonna say.
okay.
I think the covenant system is good because it allows you to change if you need to, if your shit sucks, if they nerf, buff, whatever the fuck, if you're just annoyed of making abominations. I think that it's good that the way they change it. But I do like the fact that you are locked in to an identity. I think that shit is cool. And I don't give a fuck if the power's behind it. I said it. Okay. I don't care if the power's behind it because I feel like it's not going to be a big enough deal. If it is, I won't play the game.
Yep.
But I do
like
I like the risk taking factor of it. It's not a gamble like Warforged and all that other shit. It's a risk, but it's like a calculated risk that you can take. The only time where you're gonna hear me pissed off in 2 months when we're on the podcast is if I pick my covenant based on the ability that I like and the covenant's way of the way they look, the way they feel, all that shit. If I pick it and then they change my ability to either nerf it or make it so that it's a totally different ability because it's not working because someone made it broke, some rogue spec did some stupid shit, so now I'm not having fun with it or whatever. If they do that, then I'm fucking pissed. Then that's where I'm at. Like now it's not calculated. Now I dove in the water. You told me it was warm and it's freezing now. And I don't like that. So that's what I hope they don't do. And
I really happen, dude.
I know, and I'm afraid of that shit. I'm so nervous that I'm gonna pick like a covenant. I'm gonna get all my renowned shit done, do all my things that I want to get done, be so used to the rotation, and then they're gonna nerf it. And then I'm gonna be like, that feels awful. Man, I'm so nervous that that's gonna happen.
Yeah. We'll see, dude. I don't know. I just have no idea how this is gonna turn out. But I know Sims are gonna be popping off.
Oh yeah.
And I know a lot of people are gonna be mad.
Speaking of Sims, we have to.
A lot of people are gonna be mad over 1%. 1% damn. They're like, oh, what the fuck? And it's probably gonna be me.
What the fuck? Fuck you. So talking about Sims, we got to talk about our sponsor today, Raidbot. No, imagine we're just hyping up Sims just so we can get the Raidbot sponsor in. Oh yeah, talking about Sims, dude. We gotta talk about our sponsor, Raidbot Saga. That's fucking stupid.
That'd be so good.
All right, so we should probably take a few questions. I know people were putting some stuff in a little earlier. So write in your question if you have any question about anything we talked about or anything, period. Even if it's not World of Warcraft, we'll help you with periods, period, if you need help with that. So oh god. So let's talk about the what do you think about BlizzCon? BlizzCon line.
BlizzCon line, yeah. Next,
Did you make that?
February? No, that's what they called it. That's what they're calling
That's
it.
so sick.
BlizzCon line. Yeah, I guess it's like I don't know how that's gonna work. They really only like said what like cosplay and art contests are gonna be. Like they didn't really give much information, but they're doing BlizzCon online, I guess, in February because of the world stuff. So I don't know.
I fucking hate it, dude.
I wonder if they're gonna,
Go ahead.
I wonder if they're gonna like make huge announcements, like they usually do at BlizzCon. It's usually like big WoW announcements. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna have to pay for a virtual ticket? Wait, I didn't think about that until just now. Wait,
the whole thing's a virtual ticket. No, they have to make it free. That would be a douchebag thing to do.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever they come up with a name, you know that the company is too big to pivot when they come up with the fucking name and stuck with it. BlizzCon line, dude.
What's wrong with that?
That is the dumbest fucking high up level. Some random dude who has gray hair is like, yeah, let's all BlizzCon online, and then his little whippersnapper's like, it's like BlizzCon line. Let's run with that. It's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you're the whippersnapper. You fuck.
Yep. It's kind of a dad joke, but I like it.
Oh, God. All right, so, some clarification. You get 3 renown levels a week right now in beta.
Okay.
So for, yeah. Huh. So it'll take you 10 weeks to get your final thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a no good.
Hopefully there's more information to come out about that. I can't really wrap my head around all that right now.
Fog Knight wants to know if we can help him with his menopause.
What?
Never mind. You have to see how it's written. Anyways. Hello, how are you doing? I'm waiting for your future boss guides. Hope you do well and can't wait to see more content from you. Thank you so much. Boss guide number 3 is done. 4 is almost done, right? And then we have written 5 and 6.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's where we're at. We're making fucking headway, dude. Yeah,
making progress. We figured out our like template now, so we can just blast.
Yeah, we've been ramping up. The last 2 were finished in like the last like week, so we've been ramping up. I've been like actually streaming it too, like just because I'm trying to test out being normal on camera, not being a weirdo. Oh, I should change this to Q&A. Boom. Yeah, to try to not be like a weirdo on camera and shit like that. So I've been streaming on my Twitch channel just to like get a little bit used to that. Yeah, so thank you so much. The boss guides are coming out. Early access to a few of them have already been granted. The 3rd one is we didn't give third early access yet, right? That's today or tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
We got to put that one up for the
coming up
patrons. All right. What do you think on what are your thoughts on Dreamhaven? Mike Morhaime. Coming up.
I figured you would have a lot to say about that. I have no idea.
Okay, I can tell you, this is what I like about it. Bro, that fucking image that they posted, I'm going to post it again in the Discord just for anyone who gives a shit. But that image that he posted, like showing the name of their company, bro, that gets me so excited. It has airplanes and zeppelins, and it's like, man, it's like the fantasy world that like I need right now. And so I'm super excited about that. And I'm just excited for any other company that's right now coming from the stature that he has, coming from fucking Blizzard. Like that, whatever game he makes is going to have so much hype behind it, which means people are going to play it and try it. It could suck. I don't think it's going to, but like,
Wait, so
I really feel like it's going to be like, this is going to be a new shift. If this dude is like, I'm taking on a new whole thing, he's like, I'm done with the suits. He even says that. Where did he say it?
Shit.
That's
That's a big statement. But so Dreamhaven is like the company that's gonna own studios that make games, right?
Yeah, Moonshot and Secret Door.
Okay, so Dreamhaven is like
Is
Blizzard.
Yeah, or more like Activision, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, so I just think that it's super cool that, you know, he's done, dude. He made World of Warcraft, bro. Like he's like done. Like he doesn't have to do anything else. But there's something in him that's like, I have something else, an idea or something. Maybe someone brought an engine or they started developing like a theme or story, and he got excited again. So excited that he's starting a whole fucking company. That's awesome. I love this. I love this.
Oh my god, imagine they make an MMO, dude. Oh my.
Bro, if they make them, come
That'll be some
on,
drama,
dude. Oh, that'd be so sick.
That'll be some drama.
Then you got people jumping ship, and then you're gonna hear about like a fucking Ian puts in an application and then gets declined. What?
Yeah. Oh god.
Gosh. All right, let's see what else we got. By the way, that image is insane, right? Like it had. Come on. Also,
floats your Zeppelin, dude.
The Warcraft movie is coming in. You want to talk about a little bit about that? They want to know like what our thoughts on that.
What, like Warcraft 2?
Yeah, like the movie Warcraft, movie 2.
Yeah, I never saw the.
No sequel. It's not a sequel. It's just like a whole new story. So like, what storyline do you think makes sense?
I don't even know what the first one was, dude.
Yeah, then fucking forget about it. It's all about Gul'dan. It was a dumb storyline. They literally put feelings where feelings don't belong.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. I heard like bad things about it, so I don't really know.
It wasn't a bad movie. Tell those people to shut the fuck up.
All right,
let me kick this off. Let me kick this off then.
I don't know.
Okay, so I feel like if you're talking about stories that actually matter, no one really cares or knows about Medivh, so that was dumb, right? No one knew that, like, no one really cared about the Horde before Thrall, so it was a little weird. And then Gul'dan was cool, but like, anyways, that was all dumb, right? That was just weird. So talking about shit like, bro, if they had the movie talking about the pain of fucking Illidan, like him like going through all the suffering that he went through for the love and all that shit, and then coming out blind and then being chained up and then coming back, and man, that's a movie. Dude, if they made a movie about Argus, bro, like going insane, like the whole movie could be about Argus being a good guy, and we know he's turning bad, and it's kind of like Anakin Skywalker type deal. So we know he's gonna turn bad, but like how's it happen? What's the thing that makes it like that? Would be another sick one. So those are the type of questions that I'm kind of asking you. Is like, what kind of storyline that has the love, the emotion, the excitement.
Yeah,
anything come to mind?
There's a billion options. I guess they have to. I mean, they went like pretty ham with the CG, right? Like they had act like orcs a lot, you know. So I don't know, but they could do some crazy stuff. Like maybe they actually could have a Illidan CG thing that looks okay. But I don't know. I feel like they might have stretched their limits there a little bit.
Well, Illidan wouldn't be too bad because like he's basically a human with ears and some wings, you know?
Yeah.
So like the whole elf thing is really what they probably should have leaned on a little bit more in the Warcraft movie. The only problem with the Warcraft movie, the first one, is that no one gave a shit about anything that was happening because it was a 4-hour movie condensed into like an hour and 20 minutes. Like they should have just let it be a 4-hour movie, or just make it into sections. Like, I don't understand why. Like, it was like, well, this thing happens now. They're here now. Why are they over there now? How did they just? What the fuck? And then you got all confusing shit. Anyways, so I'm actually thinking that there's a lot of shit that could be done with the Warcraft like lore that's, you know, that would make great movies. All they got to do is get some fucking CG dragons like the Game of Thrones and we'll be straight, dude.
Yeah, no. Fuck Game of Thrones.
Hey, that was a great show for a long time.
God. It makes me sad to think about, man. Oh, that was gonna be one for the ages. We were gonna be 60 years old talking about Game. Well, I guess we still will be, but like, that could have been.
I was thinking about rewatching that again.
Okay, yeah. See you in a year.
Oh, they want to know about the mains, but we did go over this pretty heavily last podcast. Mages. But yeah, we're both mages, and yeah, both mages, and then both are some real off meta, shit.
Both playing mage, and then whatever else we like after that.
All right. Let's see if there's any more questions. Comes out. Who is? Wait.
Oh, wait. I wanted to mention a couple like good changes that happened with just like random tuning things that happen in the game, but like they changed a bunch of covenant abilities. They're like trying to make the bad ones good and the good ones worse to kind of balance it out. Finally, they're like getting to that kind of stuff, so that's cool. But they fixed the devouring plague. That was like a really big thing for Shadow Priest.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, like that was a big complaint. Like even me playing Shadow Priest, I didn't play it like forever.
Same.
But it felt kind of silly for your devouring plague to just refresh and, you know, not get damage added to it or stack or anything. So now
you always second guess that choice. Always.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So now devouring plague kind of works like ignite, where if, you know, I think it lasts 6 seconds. If you press devouring plague again in that 6 seconds, it starts a new, it refreshes it, but it like adds the old amount into the new dot. So it's like you don't lose damage, which is dope.
Yep.
So I'm so glad they did that. So now you can just spam devouring plagues, you know? Like single target damage just went up a lot, actually. Especially like when you're in like Surrender to Madness and stuff like that. If you're just getting flooded with insanity from something.
Well, I gotta read this.
Gives you insanity back. Like it's gonna be pretty sick now.
So there was some phrasing that had me a smidge worried. Where the hell is it? God dang it. I can't find it right this second, but there was some phrasing that was like somewhere along the lines of players didn't know what to do with their second devouring plague. So not saying like their next, you know, forever devouring plagues. If you got 3 or 4, it was always like their second. So maybe they're making it so it stacks up to 2 or, you know, increases up to a certain point. Or do you think it's like increases forever if you can get that out?
Well, because it's like it doesn't like, it's not like, how do I explain that? It like updates, basically it updates dynamically. So like if you had 300 damage left on a devouring plague and you put a new devouring plague, it'll just add 300. It'll still do that 300 and it'll, you know, on top of the new one. So it's not like you keep building up like a giant devouring plague. It's just like your damage doesn't get wasted, which is that's all people wanted. So it's gonna work like Ignite. It does the same thing. So it's great. It's good.
Okay. Yeah. So look at it. So it said, in some situations, the priest may want to spend insanity by casting 2 devouring plagues on the same target in a short time. So that's why I was like, oh, maybe it's only like 2.
They might have a weird limitation, yeah, maybe, but I don't think they probably don't even know how to do that. But yeah, I think it's just people have probably tested it. But that's a huge change. That's a big one. That's nice.
Yeah, just to answer another question there, they said I thought Jimper was going tank. I was. Now I'm mage. I'm also going to be guardian. So it's like that's the whole thing. If something messes up with the guild, I will be tanking in the guild, but I'm taking a back seat for some friends.
He does
Final
it all.
question. I do it all. Heal too on a mage. Final question. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 25 duck-sized horses?
Oh my! The classic question.
Hello?
The little ones. I wanna fight the little ones.
So you want 25 duck-sized horses?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want anything to do with duck. So I like ducks. Have you seen their fucking like I don't know, maybe it's just geese, but ducks are fucking disgusting, bro. Like they look fucked up. Like their eyes are red and shit, some of them, and they have serrated tongues, and they like they have
Basically.
like the way that they make sure that that their DNA gets passed on is they repeatedly do things to the female duck that makes it so that if they're pregnant, it's no longer pregnant until that way they can then do them later. Yo, ducks are fucked up.
Huh?
Ducks need to go. Yeah.
Basically what you're saying is duck that.
Yeah, duck that shit, dude. That's ducking crazy. Yeah. Whew.
Huh. I did not see that coming, dude.
Literally, ducks can go duck themselves.
Yep.
All right. Anyhow, yeah. So let everyone know that we usually do this Friday, but testing is tomorrow, which is Friday. So we're gonna be doing this right now. I'm not gonna be at testing. Zach's gonna be at testing. He's gonna be starting the group as normal. So just be in the Ready Check Poll and the Ready Check Poll Discord and Guild, and you'll be able to get invited to that thing when it happens. Yeah, I'm Jim Fro. That's Zach's. Thank you so much. This is gonna be still posted on Saturday to everything else. See you later.
Bye-bye.